Hello everyone. Hey. Wow. Alright, well, let's get right into it. Thanks for coming to my productivity stream. I am going to real fast set up a little cuckoo so people who want to join me in productivity can go ahead and join. But also, I'm just gonna be working. Feel free to also work. Feel free to relax and watch me if you prefer. And I will go through the boards I've done already in just a moment once more people are here. But for now, let me set up the message. Yeah, to whoever's watching this, I hope you're having a great day. I hope your day's been going well. I hope your week will be all the more splendid going forward. Okay, let me write this. Please feel free to join me for productivity on Google. Productivity here. And then I'm going to pin this. I'll pin this. There we go. Hey, hey, hey! Hello, Ashy. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I jostle my whole entire setup. Hello. Make yourself at home, make yourself comfy. I am going to figure out how I want to do things. I think I'm gonna start on this frame because I was thinking about how I want to do this frame while I was exercising earlier. I have ideas. I have ideas for how I want to approach this, so I'm going to go ham, baby. Go ahead and say, here's the rough. Those are the rough guidelines for where the perspective is. How wonderful my model looks! Thank you! I'm glad you like it! I'm very cheese. My cheese levels are huge. My cheese levels are massive. You like the ponytail? I'm glad. It's very, dare I say, Naruto / Inuyasha inspired with their enormous 90s ponytails. Their enormous 90s hair. Yeah. 90s anime hair looks. Yeah, this is good enough. I need to... Here's a bed and then some chairs. No, it's gonna be a bench, I've decided. No, it's gonna be chairs. They have chairs. They've brought their own chairs. Productivity poultry? God, tell me more about this productivity poultry. What on earth is that? You got to tell me. What could that even be? What are you cooking? Oh shoot, I need to set my cuckoo timer. Hold on. I'm gonna do 25 minutes. So we're gonna do 25 minutes of right-hand timers. And then we're going to... Oh wait. No, we're gonna do 25 minutes of work and then we're gonna take a short break and then we're gonna do another 25. And I will have to vanish real briefly in about 45 minutes. I'll have to be right back for a little bit. But then afterwards, I'll be back. Basically, I have to go put some food into the slow cookers for dinner, but then I'll be back. I'm realizing I've made the chairs too strangely sized. Sesamaru. Yeah, Cheshamaru. Cheshamaru was very cool. Speaking of 90s anime, I have the unflinching What's Tianxianhan? What's that? What is that? Was that a show from the 90s? I do remember that there was an anime in the 90s where this person had a third eye. It was pretty cool. I did not watch it, but it was pretty cool. Okay, this looks like something. It's a little rough, but... All I need is the fur coat? Hell yeah, Sessamaru doppelganger. Or I guess, as they say in English, how did they say it in English? Sesshomaru? Sesshomaru? Amazing. What am I making with the slow cooker? I'm gonna attempt to make kimchi jjigae. I'm gonna attempt to. It's gonna be like the most bootleg kimchi jjigae ever. It's gonna be so bootleg, you guys. It's gonna be such a cute little bootleg kimchi jjigae. Yeah, this is what you come to my streams for, right? Instead of Apollyon streams. You never hear Apollyon making whatever weird baby noise I was making. Cursed. Wait a minute. These need to be shorter. Gotcha, perspective. You thought you could. Oh, perspective me, alright? You're out of your mind. Tian Xinhan is the dude from Dragon Ball with 3 eyes, but he does lack the majestic poofy ponytail mane. That makes sense, Gob. Okay. Okay. I'm learning a little bit more here about this fella. Tian Xinhan. Okay. Oh, I'm going to put a food dish here. Ooh, it's food time, baby! Let's do a little bit of food exploration. So I have a bunch of food items that I have created. However, let me see what I want to include here. I'm going to pull up, hopefully, my document full of food items, and then I can select one. To no one's surprise, I've concocted a large amount of food items because I do think the food design in the world is very important. Okay, I'm gonna say right now, I don't think any of these are it. Wait, I remember there was one dish that hold the freaking phone. I remember it just from my own memory. It's basically poutine, but the sticks are much harder, I think. It's like poutine, and then instead of it just being gravy with meat, it's actually just straight up a meat stew that you eat. I think this could be a fun little treat. This definitely, it fits nicely in a bento, so this could be very bento-sized. And also, these individuals are drinking snap juice, which is a lovely... So there's a fruit in this world where it's almost a little bit bottle-shaped, but you snap off the top and you can just drink the insides. It's called snap fruit. But there's something called Snap Fruit Plus, which is a health scam. It's considered a health item, but it's just a scam. It's just bottled snap fruit juice, but they've added like other sweeteners and other spices to it. And they market it as like, oh, the spices and like these other juices they put in there make it healthier. It's not. It's like more synthetic. It's a worse version of snap fruit. It's like, it tastes a little nicer. Snap Fruit Plus, and I'm going to hold on a second. I'm gonna make Snap Fruit Plus look. It's water bottle shaped, right? So it's got to continue to be water bottle looking. Maybe the bottom will be slightly more gourd looking, right? A little bit more gourd looking, a little more grabbable. Maybe this is anti-grabbable. Okay, it's got to. We need to give it the hourglass figure, right? What am I even saying? It's the hourglass figure! Okay, give it the hourglass figure so it's easier to grab. I'm creating a gourd shape, I'm realizing right now, but that's fine. Interesting, Gob. So I make the baby noises, but Apollyon makes the unholy screeches. You are correct. I would say that's about right. I'd say Apollyon really yells, really loud. He is a little bit of a screecher, I'd say. It's a little bit of a screechy lad. Oh, this score's getting out of control. All right, that's good enough. I'm going to write. Fuck, I didn't design the language for this area yet. This is me crying because language is hard. I've only designed one alphabet. I'm an idiot. Why did I design alphabets? Why did I just make it all English? I'm so stupid. It's okay. This will be Fuck, dude, there's gonna be nothing on here. Okay, it's gonna have just like I'm gonna slap a brand on it. I'm gonna slap a brand on the top, so you can still see it when you grip the middle. Ugh. So basically, like I've designed whole languages. Like I've designed their letters, but I've only designed it for one, and I designed it for Nyaje. I haven't designed it for the area they're currently in. Anyways. Oh, Ashy, I wonder who you could be talking about. Could it be the one and only Scaramouche? Ah, love it. And of course there's a health scam version? Yeah. There's totally a health scam version. It's like apple juice, right? Apple juice. In some cases, orange juice. In maybe many cases, orange juice. Your favorite soft drink, Coxie? Yeah. It's yeah, exactly. Oh shit, let me add a single chair here. Because of reasons. I want just one more chair. No, what am I doing? Yeah, no chair over there. I think it could be funny if someone brought like a tiny chair for smaller individuals. Someone brought like a real tiny, accessible tiny chair. That is still maybe a little bit too big. Hold on. Making it real small. Don't you worry, fellas. We got you. Okay, I don't know. We're gonna do it like just a little fun chair for the small guys. For the really small guys. For the really small guys. I will say no, my brain's short-circuiting. My brain's short-circuited. It's fine. Oh shit, no, this thing wouldn't have a backing because this particular species, I'm drawing like a moss species basically. They have wings. A backing would be bad for them. They would not enjoy the backing. So it would just be like that. Perfect. Yeah. And then I can talk about the individuals I'm drawing into this frame as I draw them. But what I was going to say, as my brain was short-circuiting, was that I will say it's quite nice just streaming as me. I think when I stream as Apollyon, there's like a part of me that still tries to stay in character, even though I think at this point I've truly departed so much from Apollyon that I'm just basically basically myself when I'm streaming as Apollyon. I just don't do weird singing when I'm streaming as Apollyon. I don't do whatever it was I was singing just moments ago. But yeah, at this point, I'm not even trying to keep up the facade. It's just me when I stream as Apollyon. I've given up completely. I'm just a little guy. Can't wait for the Reed debut. Turning into an egg, Tamagotchi, extremely hyped. And folks, it might be happening a little bit sooner. than I imagined. I seriously thought it'd take a few more months to get to that point, but we're actually getting so close to the end of the doodle redeems that I'm sitting here like, oh shit, I need to get started soon. It's almost time for Apollyon to go on a very long vacation. The condor bird people commissioned the woodpecker bird people community to make tiny chairs for their hummingbird friends. That's cute, Gop! Oy! Wait, I don't have hummingbird people, but that would be, oh my gosh. That's actually kind of cute. I'm your little guy, Gop? Thank you. Dead in the water? Oh, Apollyon, you've brought me so much joy, but alas, it's time for you to go far, far away. I'll move this higher up. Time for Apollyon to go the distance. With Scaramouche. Okay, this is perfect. Now, first of all, I'm gonna, speaking of fun little creatures, I'm going to I'm gonna go ahead and draw one. So there are moth people in this world. Let me see if I can get a good... Do I have a reference for moth person? Oh. Give me a second as I make reference. As I find reference for moth people. There are moth people in my world, and they're not super small, but they're how should I say this? They're like Chihuahua sized a little bit. Perfect. That's the best way to describe my little moth people. They're Chihuahua sized, and I'm going to add one into this frame because Nala has a pact with one, and they dropped by for this very special event. Andy talking to Woody the cowboy the second he got Buzz Lightyear. Oh no! Andy voice. I don't want to play with you anymore. That's not how Andy sounds. Sorry to all Andy fans. I really butchered your boy here. Let's see here. And the moth people, they sometimes like wearing little hats. So I'm gonna... Would this person wear a hat to this very fun little event? Yes. They will wear a hat to their friend's little hatching event. So I'm gonna boop boop boop. Here's a little hat. Here's a little fluffy antenna. Oh wait, no, it's fluffy. So it would be like... And then it would be like... Okay, fluffy antenna in check. I am going to give this person a... What would they wear? I'm going to give them a fun little scarf. Since they do not produce their own body heat, I think this could be a nice little addition to make sure their body heat stays fairly normal. And they're talking to this person up here. So I'm going to go ahead and tilt their head up to be like, hey fella. Holding onto the side of the bed. And give them their big ol' wings. Big ol' moth wings. Little shirt. And then they got their little feet. There we go. Actually, you are so dedicated to keeping up with the lore. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. Oh goodness, I'm very flattered, but also I do feel like this is going to be a fairly like you're gonna learn all sorts of things about these folks. Wait, there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 6 legs. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't want to give them too many legs, but yeah, you're gonna learn a bunch of things about these folks, so it's okay. We will learn more over time. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if it's a lot of work to keep everything in order, don't you worry. I'll compile information one day, I say, possibly. I think, man, compiling info is hard though, frig. Guys, don't make me compile. Okay, so there's the moth person, and then here is going to be the octopus person taking a nice little snoozy break. Just really just a little snoozy break. They got their little tentacle dogs. The tentacle dogs will also be sleeping. I think that's a fun little touch. I think they'll be curled around. Oh my goodness, they'll all have a little bubble coming out of their nose because they're all sleeping. So I really haven't fully figured out the anatomy of these dogs. I should probably do that. I think currently the idea I have is that each of them does have a tiny pair of lungs inside of them, but they're not, the lung system that these dogs are undergoing does not share the same system as the body. So if the dog sticks his head in like some juice and snorks up some juice, I don't know, like if it's like bad juice or whatever, it's not going to, you're not going to get poisoned like that. I don't know. Well, actually, maybe they should share like a similar blood, they share a similar bloodstream, right? So hold on a second. Hold on just a fucking second here. I think if they share a similar bloodstream, then that means that whatever the dogs inhale would inevitably go into the bloodstream and thus affect the octopus person. I guess what I'm trying to say is, pretend everything I just said does not mean anything. Yes, these dogs better be careful what they inhale. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh, you guys have said plenty of things in chat. Let me look. Do mob people have different hats for different events? You know, I'd say just like how some people have different hats for different events and some people don't care, I think that's kind of how the mobs are like. I think, you know, maybe there are some mobs that are like, here's my hat collection, and then the other mobs are like, I wear hats sometimes. Do they have different color wings or some sort of wing decoration? Absolutely, yeah. I hesitate to decorate them too heavily in these boards because these are just boards, but you would be correct. There's definitely variance to these guys. Absolutely, there's variance. Dog sleep. Honkshu. And they have dust on their wings. A moth that's covered in Cheeto dust. Absolutely, that would just be a terrible situation to find yourself in. It would be like us being covered in Cheeto dust. It's just annoying. Or like, you know, like sometimes when kids go out to play and they come back and they're covered in dirt, it's like, oh no, it's bath time. Oh wait, these dogs wear hats too. So this particular octopus person comes from a culture where it is popular to put little hats on these doggos. In about 10 years time in this world, it'll be very popular. It'll be very trendy to put little hats on your dog octopuses. I'm going to give this one maybe a cute little aviator hat. There we go. Honkshu. Get my fans to compile the info? That could be, you know what? That could be a solution. Yeah, I guess I will say though, I am going to start either a Patreon or a Ko-fi. I'm like really looking into the information right now, but I'm gonna start either a Patreon or a Ko-fi where you can see my world building notes. I will post my world building notes as time goes on, and you can support me there. It'll be a whole thing that you can totally support me on. I want these to look like, I need these to look like sheets. They've been tossing and turning. Look at how they're curled up like so. Sheesh, what are they wearing? I'm going to say they're wearing like, they're wearing the pants. You know what? This is gonna cover the whole thing. I can't be asked. But yeah, will I will I bust out my top tier cork boards to present all the world building on my Ko-fi/Patreon? I would love to. I don't know if I have the time, but you know what? If there is time, I could definitely come up with some funny ways of presenting the info, I suppose. Ciao. Let's do this. I like it. I like the octopus situation that's kind of happening here. I like the look at them. Look at them. They're sleeping. They're sleeping so intensely. This is kind of cute, I guess. And they're talking, and then there's another individual up here, which I will go into in just a moment. I will simply draw them for now. But yeah. Fandom thrives on conspiracy and theories? Hell yeah. Let's go, Whiskers. Oh, this is the octopus person in some of the opening frames of these boards. Oh wait, now that everyone's here, I should show you guys the progress that I've made on all these boards, right? So, here, let me do like a very quick little run through before I get back to drawing this individual. So we have, like, you know, our beginning shots. So that person right there, I'm pointing but you can't see, oops. This person right here, that's the person snoozing on the inflatable mattress later on. But yeah, so we have all these frames done. You've already seen these frames from last time. However, we're about to start hitting some newer frames, I believe. Interactions. Ah, these are the newer frames. So these are like the packmates in more detail. As you can see, there's more packmates now that have arrived. There's a lizard person that you just saw. So the clocks I haven't worked on yet. But yes, I need to work on these. These I have not worked on. But look, here's a little bit more worked on frames. Oh, this was the frame. Hey, this is the scene that you guys helped me with last time. Do you remember this? We were trying to figure out how to make the baby seem more alive. Oh, okay, it's break time. Let's go ahead and do a 5-minute break. We're trying to figure out how to make the baby seem more alive. And we thought it'd be fun if Nala poked them on the nose because they look so cute. And then the baby was like, ew, this is food. And yeah, that's the sequence. This one's still under works, but there's Nala in the background being like, oh, my fingers. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, so these are the frames that have been done. Half done frames. So many half done frames. Yeah, that's kind of progress right now. Yeah, this is the okay, so this is the 5-minute break. We're gonna take 5 minutes and then I'm gonna switch to my left hand and draw a little bit more, and then at 4 o'clock I'm gonna rush out there and do a little bit of cooking, and then I'll come back. Thank you, Whiskers. I'm glad you think the baby's cute. I'm glad you think the baby's cute. Look at him. And because you said the baby's cute, I'll give you a little sneak peek as to the baby growing up sequence. So here's like a montage where you're cutting rapidly between scenes as they're growing up. I think a shot that I thought was super cute that I will share is... Oh wait, this one's really cute. This one's very cute. And then this one's cute. They're learning how to fly. The baby's learning how to fly. The baby's learning magic. But yes, so you may have noticed that the bird people's wingspans are maybe not large enough to accommodate their weight. So part of their magic makes up for it. Yeah. That's a little treat. Baby has a feral look in their eyes. I would agree. They get like a very shaggy look. Like look. This is the hairstyle you guys voted on. Thanks for voting on this very cute hairstyle for Taba. How are you all doing production-wise, by the way? Enough about me and my progress. How are you guys doing? Okay, I'm gonna... no, it's still break. I can't do anything right now. I'm going to stretch. Yeah. Thank you guys for enjoying the little bit of treat. I was hoping to get a lot of frames done today, but the frames I'm tackling right now are very hard, right? Because there's a lot of people in these frames. In this frame alone, there's easily more than 5 individuals. Even though some of them are moths and some of them are not humanoid, that's still a lot of people to draw. So, my expectations for today are maybe a little bit lower. I've left some of the harder frames for last, I do know this. But yeah. Is there a shot of Taba having a tantrum? Whiskers, you're so smart. I did not put a tantrum shot. Oh, okay. Let me add that in. Where can I put in a tantrum? Let's see here. I think this would be the perfect place for a tantrum. So let me put one in. Because the motion will match, right? Because the hands are up here, so this will naturally transition into a tantrum shot where they're like, oh no, or whatever, right? Because we're jump cutting a lot, right? Hands up, and then as Taba flails their arms around and goes, no, when the hands come down, we can cut to this one where their hands are down. Yeah. I'll figure out what they're being angry over. I'm like, what would a kid be angry over? I will confess, as a kid, I did not throw many tantrums, so I'm trying to think of something a child would be upset about. I would sometimes throw a tantrum if like I wanted to eat something, but then I'm not able to get the thing. So maybe here, I'll draw like a food court in the background. There's like a food court, right? There's gonna be a food court. And there's like ice cream or something. I don't know, ice cream. And then Shuri is here trying to be like, we can't. You've had ice cream already today. Taba's like, no! Picky about food or toy? I see, Whiskers. Yeah. Same hat. I see. he was sitting in a baby chair and he could bang his fist down. That's also very cute. Yeah, wait, if it's a baby chair, we could... We can have 2 tantrums maybe, because here is Taba in a baby chair. Yeah, let's do another one here. Well, I'll put one in and we can delete it later because I'm realizing there's a lot of shots here, but it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Baby chair. Tantrum. Okay. What the heck? God, they can use Susanoo? I guess it's kind of like Susanoo. Oh no, I made the birds too strong. Yes. So, Ashley, you're writing about the mana system and thinking about how to organize this properly. You have any questions about how that works? I'm curious. Now I'll return to here. We'll use our left hand to draw more in just a moment. Taba better never skip leg day or they're going to look top heavy their whole life. Gab. Yeah. Well, I mean, they use their legs a lot because they're birds, right? So they're perching on stuff all the time. But yeah, they'll work on leg day. Oh, okay. I mean, I think I explained it last time, right? I was saying that the magic system... Oh shoot, wait, it's okay. I didn't realize that we had already... Hey, I didn't realize that break was already over. I'm gonna go ahead and keep working again. Okay, let's do a 25. I'm gonna leave a little bit earlier than the end of the 25 to start the cooking, and then I'll head back. I'll come back in just a moment. Let's edit. Keyboard shortcuts. Left hand. Does the mana pool ever stop growing? If your mana pool grows, does your pack mana pool grow as well, or is that separate? The idea was that as your mana pool grows, that also kind of affects your whole, the whole pack system. It's kind of like a little bit of a shared ecosystem, slightly. Yeah, I would say it all affects each other. The purpose of the packed mana pool appearing as well is so that it incentivizes people to make packs, even though when people use your magic, it draws from you, right? Because if we didn't have a packed mana system and we only had our own reserves, I think people would be disinclined to make packs because they would be like, I could make a pack with someone, but then if they keep using my magic, will I still have enough for my everyday use? Because I already use a lot every day, But if the incentive, if the system were that you could also gain an extra mana pool that grows with your relationship, right? It would really incentivize you to be like, oh, there's, of course, I can't go around making packs endlessly because I can't keep it up emotionally. But from a magical standpoint, yeah, there's not really, there's not too big of a downside of making packs because I'll get an additional storage system. Yeah. Between the Army of Simp collective pool, what? And oh, that thing from last time, the Army of Simps collective pool, and 1 or 2 special relationships things, which would I consider better in terms of mana quality. So mana is not, I would argue that mana quality is not something like I don't think the mana quality changes exactly, but I would say which one is maybe more effective for an individual, right? Like if for the average person who creates mana packs. I want to, instead of saying, sorry, I should correct myself. Instead of saying mana packs, I'll just say packs. For the average person creating packs, it would be more useful to have 1 or 2 much closer friends, much closer pack mates, because you could reach higher levels that way. So, in the beginning, a big reason why people would make packs is for business purposes, right? So let's say there, okay, so there is a species in this world. Wait, is it the bird people? There is a species in this world that does not forget anything that they ever witnessed, right? That's just part of their magic. For some species, their magic does one thing and does one thing really well. For other species, the magic gifts them like a bunch of tinier traits, but altogether it's like an interesting kind of relationship, right? So like, let's say I'm studying to be like, this is a system, this is something that maybe would also make sense in our world, but let's say I'm studying to be a doctor. I'm really bad at memorizing things. Let's say, I think I'm not that bad in real life, but in this scenario, let's say I'm really bad at memorizing things and I'm just like, oh shit, I need help really badly. I go on the equivalent of Tinder, but for making packs. I call it, Pack Finder. Maybe that's the name of it. I don't know. I think I wrote it down somewhere, but I need to double check. I need to double check my notes. Maybe it's called Pack Finder, right? I go on Pack Finder. I search for someone that has the ability, like the magical ability to memorize things very well. There's also other magical things they can do, but all I care about is that they can memorize super well and memorize things permanently, because I need that doctor degree, right? So I go on a few hangouts, a few dates. We figure out if things work out. I would want to, preferably, I would probably want to level up that pact as much as I possibly can, because those traits are directly tied to my success in my career, right? And this also affects other, like this in Interconnections, there's a lot of instances like this. Some people, for their job, they really need to know magic from a different species, but they need to know it really, really well, and they need to be able to utilize the magic to a very refined degree. So I'd say for the average person, having 1 or 2 special relationships is better in terms of a magical standpoint and the utility standpoint. If I have 4 people that all have 5 mana and they are all in a pack, the total pack mana pool would be 20. 4 people have 5 mana in a pack. It would be, so it wouldn't be 20 shared, it would be like, I guess it would be exponential, right? Because let's say, instead of saying 4 people all in a pack, wait, 4, oh shit, math, fuck. Okay, so I'm in a pack with 3 other people. They're in a pack with me and 2 other people. So it's just, okay, so all 4 of us are all in a pack and we're all equal friends of the equal level. Oh no, math. 1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck. I would have 3 mana pools between the 3 other friends, and each of them would have 3 between us. Oh no. Okay, it's not, I don't think it's 20. I just want to say I don't think it's 20. The math is making me crumble. I'm falling to shambles. I'm falling to pieces. I'm gonna keep drawing. Hey, I'm gonna keep drawing. But also, okay, wait. So let me draw this out, right? This is me. We're all 4 of us are in packs, but I have packs like this, right? And we all have a mana pool. this person has packs like this. This person and me, we have a mana pool. This person has a mana pool. And then this person has a mana pool. This person, wait. Yeah, so actually there's total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a total of 6 mana pools happening here that are shared between the people. So you would have your 5 mana to use additional 20. It would be for me, I would have my mana to use. I would be using my mana. And then once I use up my mana, I have, well, depending on the magic I'm drawing, right? Because if it's for my own magic, I've used it all up, right? Oh shit, but then I can also draw from these. Yeah, I guess I would have like 3 other mana pools to draw from. But I don't use theirs. Does that make sense? Hi Ouija, I'm getting confused by math. Hey, production time's going okay. I'm getting confused by math. But yeah, I'm not gonna go too much into math anymore, but we were trying to figure out how much mana would go around for certain scenarios. From my current magic system. Yeah, there we go. Here's a little guy. And then I'm gonna say they're talking. Do I want their mouth to go that big? I don't. That's kind of scary. Yeah, this is a little creature. For this individual right here, this is a shapeshifter. So there's a shapeshifter species. When they're not shapeshifting, they resemble a little bit like cats, but a lot of times they will pull and stretch their body a lot. Because they're one of the species that suffers, well, I don't want to say suffer, but they have a condition where they have to keep using their magic, otherwise it builds up too much and it makes them really uncomfortable. So they're constantly shapeshifting even when they don't really need to, so it's almost like a behavioral quirk for them. That type of reliance makes things very interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of business packs that happen. A lot of business packs. But since you're like leveling up your business pack so much, a lot of times people who start out doing business packs, by the end of it, they're like, yeah, this is my best friend. Or they'll be like, yeah, we kiss a lot. So it's like, you know, it's a business pact, but because of how much time you have to spend with each other to level things up, like I'd say it's fairly normal for people to become rather close to each other after a bit. So that's why I guess like people are just like are still kind of picky about the people they choose for their business packs. I need this individual. This one's hard to draw, but I definitely did want to include someone like this as a pack mate. So this individual, this one's a little bit more difficult to explain. For now, I'll just say they're wearing a huge, it's almost like a very robot armor situation going on. They're very mecha looking. Think of it as like a fun little exoskeleton that they are able to craft for themselves. Yeah, this species is a little bit of a hassle to explain, but I will do it maybe later because I also have to go soon. I have to BRB soon, so I am a little disinclined to go very deep into this. Also, we were still talking about mana pool. There's technically 6 mana pools, but you have unrestricted access to 3 of them at any given time. Yes, God, that's correct. Unrestricted, kind of. I would say you maybe don't want to use all of it up. You're gonna piss off people. When I use my pack mace magic, can I use my own mana to use their magic, or can I only use our pack mana pool? Let me try to remember how I phrased this for myself. When I use my Pax Mace magic, can I use my own mana too? I would say... So, you remember what I said last week about how when I use my Pack Mace magic, it's like a tugging sensation, right? It's almost like there's a string connected between us and I tug at the string a little bit to almost like ask like, can I use the magic? And the partner has to release it to me. So there's also like an added layer of permissions on top of it. I think it makes more sense that when you're using your partner's magic, it's from the shared mana pool, and also like if the shared mana pool has become depleted, you can this presents an interesting question, right? Because like what happens when the shared mana pool is depleted? I'm gonna say right now that let's say the shared mana pool is depleted, but I'm in like a dangerous situation and I need to use my partner's magic. I think when I tug at the magic and I'm just like, please let me use some, they can choose to release magic to me from their pool to me. But I can't use, like if the shared magic pool is gone and my partner's reserves are really low and there's like no more to really draw from, I can't use my own magic and like transform it into their magic, if that makes sense. I can't use my own mana to take the shape of their magic. So it would have to be from them. Because the way I think of it is that magic is like, mana is like a type of energy. However, when we utilize the mana and it takes the shape that our species allows it to take, it changes. Like the mana is the energy, but it weaves in a certain way that produces a very specific outcome, and that's tied to the species. Fire, how dare! Excuse me, I am so clean. I am so sparkly clean. Hi, Fire. Hi. How are you doing, Fire? I'm explaining some magical things. I'm also about to BRB for a little bit, but I will be back in at least half an hour. But let me take a look at what other people were saying. When I use... You're putting down 3 people on the side into Nala's pack unless told otherwise. You would be correct. I can actually point out who's Nala's pack mates and who are Shuri's. So... these 3 are definitely Nala's. This robotic looking individual, this one's also Nala's. This deer person in the middle is Nala's, but has gotten very, very close to Shuri. I don't know if they're in a pack, but they're really good friends. They're really, really good friends. The deer person gets along really well with everybody. They're definitely a mood maker of sorts. The bird and the lizard person are Shuri's pack mates. You smack me? You hit me? Me? No, I don't hate you. Gosh darn it, Fire. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I love and care you so much, Fire. How dare you, Ouija? Pee-pee poo-poo in my chat? Bannable offense. Just kidding. No. You can see. Oh, Whisker, so true. Ah, yes. The business of pact making. You gotta manage your relationships carefully in this world, I suppose. Well, I mean, in our world too. But I guess in this world, there's added magic that's tied to it. Yeah, things get kind of dramatic in Interconnections. If I break off a pack, can I still use their particular kind of magic, or is it like an Elden Ring stat requirement where I need to fulfill a condition again? So if you break off a pact, you are not able to use their magic. But so here's like the thing, right? I think I think like, okay, I'm gonna explain this real fast and I'm gonna go cook. So let's say, here's my little diagrams, right? I'm going to include this again. So let's say I use the type of magic is A. I'm so happy I used A-type magic. And I used to have a pack mate. Let's just say, you know what, Fire? I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna use you as an example. Fire is B, right? And when we had a pact, I use Fire's fire magic so much, right? I use the B magic so much. Like it says, okay, wait, hold on a second. I'm not gonna call it B magic. I'm gonna say B result, right? Because it's still the same magic, but the way that the magic is being molded is into B. So I'm so used to magic being molded into B. I've used it so much. I've used it for years, right? Because we've been pack mates for years. That in my head, I'm just like, oh yeah, totally. I know exactly, like, if I ever get my hands on like an artifact that lets me use B magic, I totally know how to make it just like Fire's fire. Because Fire makes really good fire, and I totally know how she does it. I know how to make it into result B super well. If we break off our pact, it's not like, even if I'm the smartest person in the world, I don't think I could recall or be able to have the skill to channel it into B again. Does that make sense? It's like it's not just on a knowledge level, it's not just a brain level, it's almost something that's also in like your very, like, I almost want to say it's something that's almost like a body thing, a biological thing, like something more than just like, with my intellect, I can make result B again. However, if I go to a store and I buy a pencil, not a pencil, if I buy an artifact, let's just say an artifact. Let's say I go to a store and I buy like a little artifact, and this artifact has, this artifact says that, oh, it'll let you produce result B, just like fire species, fire cat species. This will let you produce result B. Because I have had experience making Fire's extremely powerful fire blasts for all these years, there's a chance that I could use this artifact, and if this artifact isn't that good, maybe there's still like a part of me that, like, as I'm channeling it, I kind of remember how Fire does it, and like I can kind of make it like just as, I can kind of produce fire that's just as cool as Fire's a little bit. There's like a little bit of the intellect does play a part in it. A little bit of the brain juice. Yeah, your example, Fire. Yeah. It's like a species instinct thing, since like horses know how to walk fresh out the womb, but humans need to stinky for almost a whole year. A little bit like that. It's like, it's yeah, I would say that's a good way to think about it as well. It's definitely tied to your species, so you can't really just be like, I've had pacts with all these people. I am the Avatar. I know how to use magic from everything. I'm the Avatar. That's not quite how it works. Earlier Gob asked if I break off a pack, can I still use their particular kind of magic, or is it like, oh, okay, I answered that, my bad. Yeah, Whiskers, absolutely. You can't use your own mana for their magic. The individuality and clean separation of the species and their magic would be important for Rear to have in their brain, otherwise it gets messy. Yeah. Oh, Smek is smoochy mode? Sorry, Fire. Oh, I guess smooch my Fire. Oh, I'm flush emoji. Oh, I'm flush emoji, guys. I'm flush emoji. Bunnies that can make artifacts, those with experience get better results. Yeah, bunnies make artifacts, and really powerful bunnies can get really nice results. Powerful? No, very experienced bunnies can get very good results. Being the magic avatar? Ha 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 ha. Sorry, no magical avatar for you, Gob. Sorry, so sorry. Oopsie, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. I need this room later. So I'm going to draw this big fella with big ol' armor. Also, it's 4:11 for me. Time for me to go do a little bit of cooking. So I'm going to be right back for a little bit of time. I'm going to make this sign very obvious that I'm for a hot second. I'm gonna go to a frame that has... I'm gonna go to a frame that has a little bit of shadow on it so that I can... Yeah, exactly. This will be right over Taba yelling. Perfect! Oh, now you can see it so clearly. Okay, be right back. And then I'm going to also write on the credits that's gonna be for a little bit. Be right back. 30 minutes. Be right back in 30 minutes. Wait, I should give like the timestamp, right? In 30 minutes. You know, maybe even longer than 30 minutes. I'm gonna say I'm gonna be back at 5 p.m. PST. Whoa, that's 6. I meant 5. Maybe this is the best way. I want to give myself a little bit of time. I want to give myself just a little bit of time in case it takes a little bit longer than I anticipate. I don't think it's going to take this long, but, you know, just in case. Oh, sleep well, Gob! My mind. What? Taba butt? How dare you? Don't talk to Taba like this. Taba's our little darling baby. How about the baby? Alright. Be back in a bit. Bye 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 bye. Mahi mahi. I tap the microphone. Hello, friends, I'm back. I have returned. I have water, and the food is cooking, just simmering away on the stovetop. Drink a little bit of water. Ah. Alright, I'm back to work. I'm going to get credits, and now I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna go new. Ashy, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and... this is currently set to my left hand. You know what? I'll go ahead and... I'm gonna skip break. I'm gonna do another 25, and I'm gonna switch back to my right hand. Keyboard shortcuts, switch back to right hand. You made food during break? What did you make? Rice and corned beef and bell peppers. Wow, yummy! That's tasty. Yeah, and we back. Hi, Ouija. Oh, Weasley, I love your little icon. What a funny little icon. We love to see it. But yes, we are working. We're getting the work done. Going ahead and working on this little guy. So, I know I was drawing this guy, but I'm gonna switch gears real fast and figure out how the magic thing looks. So they're playing a tactical game on the floor here, but they are... Wait, that's way too bright. Maybe... That's also too dark. I don't like how light that is. They're playing an RPG game, and the magic, there's one species magic that allows you to... One species magic allows you to create malleable magical objects. And so that combined with technology is how they're creating something very similar to holograms. And there's actually, okay, so there's 3 species that can manipulate the environment around them. They're using a combination of traits from those different species in an artifact inside their phones programmed with the game. So basically, all of this is to say is that they have a tactical map. They have a video game tactical map just like in front of them, and they're moving the little creatures around, and they're like gesturing at it. They're playing a game basically. And I'm gonna make this... That color looks great. This is a new hat swatch. This will be their magic color. There we go, baby. I'm also going to fix this a little. What's that? Sorry, I was just being like, oh, my swatches look different and weird. Let me just go ahead and make some rough adjustments. Cooking went well. It's simmering now. It's having a good old time. The little guys are simmering. Ooh, I know how to make this look like a tactical map. I need to create little mountains to make here. And then I need... And then just little dudes. Little sword thing. How about you guys? How are you all doing? You're good? Nice to hear it. Excellent, awesome. Glad to hear. Okay, let's do that. And then arm. Yes. Let's see here. Oh, Ash, you're filled with food and Lorgan nuggets? Yay! Nice to hear that. Nice. Let's go. You're filled with coffee and Honkai Star Rail farming? Let's go, Whiskers. By the way, if you don't know the answer, chat, don't worry, I just have a question. For those of you that are familiar with Australia's weather, does it rain a lot? Would you say it's more hot and arid, or would you say it's more hot and tropical? Hot and like a lot of rainfall? And if so, how often is this happening? I'm asking this question because I'm growing a plant in my backyard that apparently does extremely well in Australia, but it's not doing so well in my backyard, so I'm like, what am I doing wrong? How do I replicate the weather of Australia? The middle is super arid. How about in areas that are very populated? How about like Sydney, Australia? How about like suburbs? Australian suburbs, because it's apparently extremely like a huge weed. In Australia, it's a massive weed. Oh well. Looks like we have a native here in chat. Whiskers, can you tell me the answer? How's the weather like over there usually? Which cities does it usually grow in? Oh shoot. I don't know. Everyone online was just saying that it's out of control in Australia. That's what they keep saying. They're like, it's out of control. It's out of control. And I'm just like, okay. How do I make it out of control in my backyard? Brisbane is humid. Interesting. And Melbourne is dry. Interesting. Would you say in general it's just the one thing that they all have in common is that it's very hot and there's lots of sunlight? Or would you say it's cloudy? I mean, I guess it's different everywhere, huh? You just said it's different everywhere. The plant is called the Madeira vine. Madeira vine. So E-I-R-A. Madeira vine. It is apparently a weed that they hate in Australia. However, folks, the Madeira vine is actually a delicacy in Asian cuisine. The Madeira vine is called land seaweed in Japan, and it's great. You can just saute it and cook it. It's out of control, but no one in Australia's eating it. It's just hot and sunny. Okay. I think I'm seeing the problem here. I think where I've planted the Madeira vine, it gets only it gets 8 hours of sunlight. It gets 8 hours of sunlight, but maybe it needs more hours of sunlight. Maybe it needs like a lot of light. And it's in like a slightly shadier place. It grows well in Brisbane, so it's humid and hot. Ah, fuck. I'm not giving it enough water then, maybe. I need to pour more water on these plants. I've been worrying that I've been overwatering it, but I guess maybe I'm not overwatering it. And it simply craves more water. Interesting. The more you know, really. Okay. Thank you for this info. This was very useful. I'm realizing now that there's no way this person would sit on a chair. There's just no way. It's not chair shaped. As you can see. You can understand why it can't sit in chairs just by looking at this part, huh? It's got no legs to fold. Sorry, they've got no legs to fold. I'm so sorry. That was very insensitive of me. They've got no legs to fold. Splash it when it gets droopy? It's not droopy, but it is turning a little bit yellow, which I'm just like, why are you turning yellow? What am I doing wrong? Why? Yeah. And then they've got like a symbol in front. But okay, so there's that. And then the other person. Other bird. You know what? This will make it easier. The bird. The bird is here, and then I want their leg to be like... I want them to be perched on this, because I think that could be fun to look at a little bit, where it's like, oh, like this species, maybe they just prefer to perch. They're perching and then they're just kind of like leaning forward heavily, and I want them to be kind of like gesturing a little bit, to be like look at that while they're on their phone. There we go. Will talons not destroy the furniture? They're not gripping too hard. They're gripping a little hard, not too hard. Maybe there's like little dents on the chair from like when it gets really intense during the video games and they get too excited and then their talons kind of dig into the upholstery. Maybe there's like little dents and little holes. Hi, Thrash! Try less water. How often are you watering it to begin with and how much per watering? I am watering it every day. I'm watering the Madeira vines every day. I haven't figured out how to tell how much I'm watering it, but I dunk a little bit of water on it, not too much, but I do give it a good old sip, a good sip. Thrash, what's up? But yes, there's a little bit of a gamer damage, one might say, to these upholsteries. They are wearing shoes though, right? So there's like a little bit of a blunted edge on these talons. They're not going barefoot around town. They're wearing shoes. I'm gonna go ahead and say the shoes are designed like this. The upper area and then trying to think on this one. There's a seam down here because you would insert your talons in through like, so when it's open it's fairly, it's like you're putting your talons into like a big old pizza sock. A sock, not a pizza sock. You slip them in, and then there's like a tightening thing here where you yank on the strings here, and then these tighten, right? So like it closes up this area, and then it yanks up, right? I would say the back talon probably doesn't have a hole like that to yank up on, so these yank close. And then there's a typical shoe front pad thing over here. No, what the hell am I designing? No, it wouldn't do that. Wait. It yanks closed. And there would have to be a side pad. Yeah, it closes like a sandwich. These side pads close up, and then you would. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Oh, it's going good, Thrash. I'm trying to figure out how shoes would work for birds. Hello. Google says that when the vine gets too much water, it turns yellow. Oh no. Water every day is like only for short grass that you are fertilizing. No, man, bug. Okay, I guess I can't. I guess I cannot. I should stop watering it every day. This is terrible! I see. Okay. Naruto. No! Okay, I'll stop watering it. Fuck! I was overwatering it. Okay. How do I know when to water it? I guess it'll get wilty when it needs water. Ah, gosh freaking darn it. We were like, we need to water it more because it's not growing that fast. No, I'm drowning it. I see. I mean, it's very hot these days. It's really hot. So... I get to save water! That's true. Talent fashion show people with bird catwalk. Oh, wait. Talent fashion show with bird people catwalk when? Yeah. They're gonna catwalk it, baby. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Yeah. Yeah, I got a little confused with how I'm gonna design these shoes, but I think I figured something out. I think we got it. Yeah, I think this is gonna tie like the typical way that shoes is tie. right? Like there's like a it just ties like shoelace up here, and then there's like a fold. There's like a fold that folds this way. I guess my question now as I'm working on this is I'm just like, wouldn't it be better if they just had like a Velcro strap? And now I'm wondering why we don't just use Velcro for our shoes. Why did it get out of fashion? Isn't it so much faster to like put on your shoe instead of tying up your shoelaces? You just go spark, spark, and then you Velcro it on, baby. Maybe it's not cool enough. Make Velcro the most trendiest shoe option again. That'd be cool. Reminds me of that one commission in Sumeru. The one where you water the rose. Bird shoes! Yeah, Thrash, bird shoes. When the plant gets wilted, you just drench the soil a lot. You want the plant to grow its roots deeper into the soil, so you water enough to penetrate the soil. Oh, interesting. That's true. Okay, I'll do that then. I'll try to when it wilts, I'll just let him have it, and then we'll get somewhere. Ah, okay. Wait, yeah, slippers have Velcro. Oh, okay. Also, I need to make the knees a little bit small. I always gotta remember that, like, for the bird people, their knees are... The length of their thighs are not as long as human ones, right? Because they have... The proportions on their legs are different. Yeah, their leg proportions are just different. Okay. What's I having this person wear? They were just wearing like... They're wearing long sleeves. Tight in the back. They're wearing just like the most typical shirt ever. No robes, just shirt. Yeah, you know what? I'll just do this for the hand. It's a little janky, but it's fine. True, slippers do have Velcro. In fact, my slippers have Velcro. But yeah, I'm just like, I feel like I don't see it that often. But I guess sand and Velcro can be a nightmare. This is true. This is true. Nitrogen fertilizer for your plants. They usually come in quick release balls, so look for the slow release ones. Okay, yeah, I'll look for that. I'll look into that. Yeah, I need a... planting hard. Yeah, I'll look into the fertilizer stuff. Right, here is the bird friend. Wings, baby. Always whole tail. ankle pants. Yeah, that's them. And then I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what, just to make this look kind of nice, I'm gonna see if I can just do this real fast. And then the bird will be this color. Look, it's all coming together. Wow, out of all the chaos, something is emerging. Oh, shit. Alright, time to rest, I guess. Let's see. Alright. Took a little 5-minute break. I'll switch to my left hand. Not a lot each time. Oh, wow. Can you over-fertilize something? What happens if you over-fertilize? I think another part about planting that I need to get used to is just having patience. Because sometimes I see something not growing and I'm like, am I the problem? Do I need to give them more juice? But then maybe they don't need more juice. Maybe I just need to be patient. Rest time. I hope you are all getting so much good rest and that you guys are... For those of you being productive, I hope the productive is going extremely well. Depending on the type of fertilizer, it'll burn the root system? Oh shit. Well, luckily, I think the fertilizer I'm currently using in my garden is more of the weed tea, you know what I mean? It's the one where you just have like a little bucket and it's filled with water and you just keep throwing other plants inside that you don't want in your garden, like other weeds, you throw them in there and then slowly the water turns brown and it starts to stink. and then the plants fall to the bottom of the bucket, but then it's just an interesting fertilizer tea. I've been using that and mixing it with water. I haven't been using so much that it will burn the root system though, I think, so I think we're good. I mix it with water. No burning, hopefully. Yeah, I've only started, I think, this week though, so we haven't seen any results, but hopefully it will do well. Yeah, like a water compost system. Stinky water? Yeah. Just stinky plant water. I think it's supposed to allow you to like you can use the plant a little bit faster than putting it through compost with worms, I think. But yeah, I'm using stinky water, stinky tea. Whatever stuff you use, make sure to err on the side of caution and not use too much. Okay, understood. Alright. Oh, you'll love them. I'm just sitting here waiting for my hands to rest. Also, it's so hot. What are your guys' favorite hacks for hot weather? For me, I enjoy freezing bananas and eating the bananas like ice cream later. That's something I like. I also think in hot weather, eating spicy foods is easier to eat somehow. I know it's like it's an Asian saying, but they say like, oh, like in hot weather eating spicy food, it's just easier to swallow it. You have more of an appetite for it. I'm like, interesting. But yeah, that's also a saying. Stay hydrated. Okay, I drink more water. Go to swimming pool or beach? Well, Whiskers, what if I'm storyboarding? I can't swim while I storyboard. Yeah, I pull up Oshinoko while I draw or something. I need to catch up on that show. I hate a fan pointed at you all summer. I guess so. I could get a fan, I guess. But I mean, we have a fan in the garage. I just haven't used it because if I use the fan while I'm on VC, you'll just hear the fan in the background going poof, 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 poof. Yeah, the spicy food thing? Yeah. Whiskers, what if I only storyboard? No, that makes sense. I guess swimming is like a thing that I can look at. Wait, I could drench my head in water. That's also a possibility. Okay, wait, so it's time to work now, but I love the idea of drenching my head in water. I'm actually going to BRB real fast. Hey, time to go dunking. Give me a second. I need to dunk my head in something. Use the fan, it is blessed. I will use the fan. Alright, BRB. I'm back. Guess who feels like a wet, drowned cat? Maybe I dunked a little bit too hard, but I'm back, and I'm no longer feeling extremely hot. So excellent. Whew. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, super wet cat situation here. All right, back to work. I feel so much better. Woo! Okay, let's go ahead and add foreground Foreground characters. I also gotta make sure I'm just not dripping everywhere. Okay, I think I'm fine, maybe. I'm like tilting my head forward a bit, so if anything, I'm like the water's not just dripping down my back or whatever. Okay, foreground characters, let's go. I don't know about you, but I weirdly, I don't like creating a mess. It just the ickiness of it just makes me go like that. This is also another thing I realized I don't do. When people are in conversation with me, when I'm in VC, I do a lot of weird noises, but I don't do that as Apollyon, I realize now. Like when it's Apollyon, I make a weird noise every now and then. I go nya 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 nya, right? But I don't go like what I just did earlier, like chewing on the air. The little differences are really starting to peek out at me. I mean, I feel like we're not that different, honestly. Like I'm not an actor, so Apollyon is just basically like very similar to my personality, but I don't know, guys. I'm just having a moment, okay? Oh, okay. Let me just go ahead and fuck, dude. How do I know. Oh my gosh, I'm so smart. I can just tilt the canvas, baby. When you're a lizard and you can just kind of tilt your head all the way. Yeah. Oh shit. I feel so proud of myself right now that I'm able to draw this angle of this lizard person. Guys, I don't draw anything that's not a human that often. So this is just a big win for me. This is a big win for me. Interesting, you guys were talking about preferring the cold over the heat. I will say I prefer the heat over the cold. But we're starting to get to levels that are simply too hot for me. How hot is it in the room right now? Hey, I'm gonna see if I can figure out... Hold on a second. Can phones tell the temperature? Can I use my phone to see what the temperature in my room is right now? Because it is hotter than outside. My room is definitely at least in the 80s, mid 80s, if not more. I'm getting cooked in here, baby. Yeah, this is a little bit much for me. Must be an effort to put on the Apollyon mask? Kind of! Like, it's just... Like, yeah. Well, it is something. It's okay, he's going on vacation soon. You prefer cold because heat makes you too tired? Interesting. For me, cold makes me, like... My whole body shrivels up. And I just can't do anything. Like it becomes really hard for me to be productive and do work because I'm just like, it's so cold. And I just don't want to leave my room. I huddle up. I'm definitely a tropical person. My computer, probably. It's probably the computer, and also just somehow it's a little bit hard for the colder air outside to get in. Something physics, something. But yeah. Wait, I'm supposed to use my left hand now. Oopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Okay, 25 minutes. Left hand, let's go. I'm gonna switch to keyboard shortcuts. I'm gonna move to the left hand. Okay. Cool, cold, put on cool, looking clothes, hot, question mark. Yeah, I will say the nicer clothes that I personally enjoy are indeed more suited for the colder weathers. This is true when it comes to fashion. comes to fashion. You know what we all have to invest in? We need to invest in clothes with like, we need to make it popular for like the Genshin clothes to have just weird windows on the body. Just an inexplicable back window, inexplicable boob window, inexplicable like side holes. Just they're there for some reason and we don't know why. We need to bring that back into fashion for hot weather. Well, not back into fashion. We need to bring that into fashion for hot weather. I think I'm on to something, you guys. I think I'm really on to something here. Let's see. Oh, I think I got the silhouette wrong. Okay. Yeah. And then I do this, and then I do, and I do, and I do. And then. Oh, it's all coming together. Random flaps everywhere? Exactly. What do you think the flaps are there for? Right? Ouija, you're so right. The flaps are like air vents. They're meant to keep the Genshin character breathing alive and well. I need to make this look like a shoe. Hold on. Shoe time. Right? There's probably soles. So here's the sole. Here's the sole. And then they have very specific little indentations for when... Yeah, there we go. I think that looks maybe alright. Soles. I'm cheating, I'm using my right hand, it's fine. It's fine. Don't forgive me. Don't forgive me. Cool. Version killer sweater, but it's a t-shirt? Exactly. Exactly. Only girls wearing that? Come on, Ashy. Don't deny the lads and the non-binaries. Everyone should be wearing these. Right? So it'll be like the version killer sweater, but it has lots of pockets. It'll have these deep pockets. We should make it into a robe. That's what I'm thinking. We'll make it into a robe so you can put the pockets on the areas that are on the robe. I'm cooking here. Folks, I'm cooking. Okay, and then, hold on. 10 distinct goes for longer. So the lizards have an interesting scenario too, where they have to avoid their spikes, right? So how I'm seeing it is, I'm imagining that it's like a button-up sweater, but a button-up shirt, but the buttons are in the back instead of the front. It'd be a little bit annoying to put on. Spikes going. Just make it a hanfu? So true, Whiskers. A hanfu with holes to breathe. True. Bring hanfus back. Bring hanfus back. Oop. 1, 2, 3, and then oops. Oh, I see my mistake. it's supposed to be shorter here. Like this. And then this part, I attach it closer to the body. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but yes! There we go. And then something. Whoa! Eh? Well, did you see that when it was saving? It the whole screen disappeared for a second, and I saw the cuckoo underneath. Interesting. That was weird. 1, 2. Okay, one more. 1, 2. Let me go. Something here too, something here. I'm losing it, I'm losing it, I'm just human. It's fine. Let's go ahead and add sorry for the choices of attire that they must. I'm sorry for how the attire must be tailored for these spikes. Oh dear lord, how we even do this? Okay. This might look really weird. Okay, hold on. Button. Right, okay. Button. It's just a dress shirt with a lot of... It's falling apart, folks. That's fine. Wait, I have an idea. No. Would it be less weird to have... Because for more formal outfits, my idea is that there's almost like a flap situation going on up here. So it's not just like, here's a random hole in your back. But I guess this is like casual wear, right? So it's fine to have a hole in your back. And I guess for the flap, the buttons would be over here. So it would be like a seam, right? The seam runs on one side. No, you know what? I'm not putting a flap there. That looks maybe even more weird if the buttons are down the middle. Could the wizard folk not wear version killer shirts? I suppose you could. It would have to be like... It would go like... You know what? Maybe that's better. Maybe if it's like... Yeah, I think it's maybe too much trouble to button all the in-betweens. If it was a formal outfit, I could understand, but if this is just something that you're wearing when you go out to visit something, or when you go out to see your friends, maybe that's a little bit too much, right? If it was a formal outfit, yes. Okay, let's go ahead and there's like some kind of buttoning thing here, right? Then I think they would just have to be tailored. Like spikes here. And then at some point it would have to strap. Whoa. Okay, we're good. My tablet disconnected for a second. And then probably. Ooh, actually, wait, let's give it. This could be a tank top moment. Well, half tank top moment. Barely a tank top moment. I'll give it to him. Okay. And now I have to figure out what happens down here. I'm gonna go ahead and say lizard pants are just hard to work with, folks. It's hard out here. I'm gonna say, sorry, it just keeps disconnecting. If you hear that da-da-da-da, it's just, it's indicating that it's disconnecting, and I'm just like, what the? Hold on, folks. I think it's just hard for lizards. Sorry, lizards. I'm like, oh yeah, look at this huge, gigantic hole you need at the back of your pants for your freaking tail to go through. Maybe it's just unreasonable, not unreasonable, but it's like maybe it's a little bit just weirder to wear pants for lizards. But no, I think it could still work. No, you know what? It's fine. The tailors will make it work. It's seamless. Not seamless. There are seams, but it's just done in a way that doesn't look like there's a huge hole at the back of the pants. It looks good, trust. Because I said so. Where do people go to meet up? Are there cafe pubs? Yeah, totally. Absolutely. I'd say cafe pubs are very popular. You know, you can go to the park, anything like that. This world is actually fairly scientifically advanced. So it's like whatever we enjoy doing, they definitely also enjoy, if not fancier versions. Okay. This individual, I'm a little unsure of how to tackle, so I'm actually not going to bother drawing the face just yet. I'm just going to do this. So we know who they are. Their horns, something like this. That. I just don't know how the face should be angled, because it's dependent on the sequence before this, and I haven't done that sequence yet. So, something like this, something like that. No, sorry, they have a long tail. I know this hasn't been seen in other frames, but they have a long tail. In fact, I think I might have messed up their tail back here. So I'm gonna go back and fix it, because they have a long tail. They have a long lemur-esque tail. Yeah, Oops. Oopsie. Who watched the Boomafu as a kid? I was really into that show. Maybe that's why I'm like, I gotta have a lemur species in here. Or like a species of lemur-esque traits. I know I call them the deer species, but they're like an interesting hybrid between deers and lemurs, I suppose. Yay! Wow, okay. Oh, wrong frame. Good. I love little lemurs. Zobumafu? Yeah. Is that the one? It's the one where they like... There's a lemur, right? That's gotta be the one. Okay, and then this one, I need to fix this too. Now, where you can go back to what we were doing before. How do you remember this? How do you remember this? I don't remember any of that. I'm like, oh. Yeah, something like that. Wow, we got really far in this one frame. I'll leave it here for now. I also, man, hate to say this, I feel like this frame needs to be closer. Right? Because, my storyboard instincts are saying, closer! They should be closer! But it's fine. I'll maybe fix it later. Maybe I'll make it closer. Actually, I remember all this. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna do these frames. Actually, no. Yes, no, yes, no. What does my heart tell me? I want a frame that's like a little easier to get done now, because I'm feeling it a little bit, Mr. Krabs. I'll do this frame. My brain's telling me this will be more fun for me, so I'm gonna do this frame. This is the frame where all I need to add is just a little guy. I'm adding a lizard person, which I'm designing right now, baby. Lizard person who's putting on... putting on a little crown thingy. Crown? A little hat. Some kind of officiator hat. It ended years ago, alas. It stopped airing all the way back then? Amazing. I can't believe it. Labuafu, goodbye. Two decades? Don't say that. No. No. My age showing. Everyone hang in there. I know we're all taking psychic damage from thinking about how old we are, but hang in there. Ay, 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 ay. Hee, look at this guy. How ancient am I? How ancient am I? How dare! I will never reveal my age. Maybe. I don't know. I might have revealed it on accident earlier. In the past. But the more I thought about it, the more I'm just like, why am I going around telling people how fucking old I am on the internet? That's weird. So I'm like, no. You shall not guess my age. Oh shit, he's gotta wear formal clothes. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna give this person... Let's give... I think a lizard would look dashing in a high collar. So I'm gonna give you a high collar, little guy. Little guy? Big guy. Big guy, I'm gonna give you a high collar. I'm going to... Yeah. And then maybe the front? You have like a cute little... Actually, I think this little hole in the front would make it so the collar would flop down, wouldn't it? Okay. I'm gonna have a more simpler thing. Okay, break time. 5 minutes. Thank you, Whiskers! Yeah, I'm trying to give him almost a little crown of horns in the back, because I was looking at horned lizards and they have an interesting little mane of spikes at the back of their head, and I'm like, that could be fun. Because I know like the other lizard we've seen had two trails of horns down its back, but I also think in this world it's also common to sometimes see lizards that have very different spike designs. Oh, I do hand stretches, I do hand stretches. Eh. I know we've only kind of done one frame for this whole stream thus far, but I'm excited because I do feel like the one frame, I do feel like that one frame was a very hard frame to get done. So we're actually making good progress. Also, wait, I need a BRB because I need to check and make sure that I'm not boiling my soup at too high of a temperature. So give me a second. Hello? Hi, I'm back. Hey. Turns out my soup was doing great, but it was definitely time to turn down the heat. It was starting to stick a little bit. Now it's no longer stuck. It was no longer stuck. So let's go. Yeehaw. Yeehaw, baby. Back to drawing. So let's see here. Guy adjusting his hat. What kind of hat should this person wear? Give me a moment, I'm thinking. Thank you guys, thank you. Have I tried adding more water? The water level was pretty high. I think the way this recipe is made is you start with like a bed of onions, a lot of onions, a little bit of carrots, and then you put everything else on top. So as all the water comes out of the onions and the meats and everything, it creates the stock. Wait, you also have to add a little bit of water so it doesn't, you know, burn the onions too fast. But yeah, so it was sticking because the onions, I think, were down there for a good while and I had not stirred it. You usually don't have to stir it because the water will keep it from burning to the bottom, sticking to the bottom too hard. But I hadn't stirred it, so it got a little stuck, but it's good now. Have I tried drinking cold soup? Cold soup is actually pretty good. Have you had Korean cold soup? It tastes really nice. A fez. I agree that something taller would look good here. Something taller. I'm basically trying to design a hat that an officiator of a ritual could wear in this culture. I think it would have to be purely decorative, and I'm going to say that it's probably going to have a lot of frills on it. Not frills, but like, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's gonna look a little bit fancy. Okay, I think I have a design in mind. So this culture has a lot of birds in it, and not only that, I think the birds, the snakes, and fish kind, mermaids essentially, all are very. They like their colorful things, and they like things that have a lot of decorations on them. That's this particular area's vibe. I would say Shuri comparatively wears pretty simple clothes compared to their relatives and classmates and friends. Pointed wizard hat. Dunce hat? A tall spike of a hat. Sure. I think it's going to be a little angular backwards because I think this could look good given everyone's particular species traits. Of the most predominant species in this area could look good in this. Frills. I add frills. Sure. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, well, I've been working on this. Oh, level 3. You guys like Korean food? I'm a big fan. I only really know how to make kimchi jjigae and also doenjang jjigae. Oh wow, big fan. Love Korean food. So tasty. I think comparatively, Korean recipes are actually, I think, well, if you have the right ingredients, they're definitely way easier to make than a lot of other recipes that I know. So that's why over time I'm just like, I just cook a lot of Korean food now. You like Korean food? Nice. What is your favorite dishes, Whiskers? I really enjoy their pancakes. Their John? Yeah, I really like their Johns. Yummy. Bibimbap's pretty good. I really like their tteokbokki as well. Pork bulgogi, yummy. Ah, that's the good stuff, folks. That's the good, tasty stuff. I'm going to make this guy look for it to be. Is my is the hat okay? I think I'm making this guy. This person is too thin. Put some meat on these bones. K-barbecue! Oh, so good. I love their samjang. I love their samjang. I love all the sauces they have at K-barbecue. Just the sesame and salt. Good stuff. Really into I love it when there's rice wraps. The fried rice at the end. Good stuff. Oh, anything for some kimchi fried rice right about now. I also know what problem I'm running into. It just doesn't look like they're doing this. I feel like I've given them frog limbs instead of actual limbs because I've made it too. I need these arms to be facing forward a little. And then I need to have this be. So maybe I'm sensing another problem too. I need to give this person more shoulder. More shoulders, please. What's my favorite dish? My favorite dish is I like tteokbokki. I like tteokbokki if it's by Yeopdeok. And I also really enjoy K-barbecue as well. That's truly the good stuff. A good K-barbecue. Whoa! Mind explosion. Brain go boom. Yeah, I think that works for this guy. Bulgogi is tasty. Oh, a good Korean food, amazing, truly mind blowing. Oh shit. I feel like, whoa. Yeah, no, that is better. Well, actually, I need to look at this real quick. So. You can't see it, but I'm tilting my head back and forth to kind of like evaluate what I think about this. Wait! I had designed their outfit! Where'd their outfit go? I had designed their outfit. I realized that might be why, another reason that I was like, this doesn't seem right. It's because I designed their outfit. I should probably stick to it. Where is the outfit? I have these designs here, but I think I might have deleted it. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, there we go. All right. I think I might go with this. So I think the original idea I had was instead of a hat, a lot of what the officiators do will have an extremely fancy feather they put on their head. That they like strap to their head, I guess. Instead of the hat. I'll go with that, sure. I think the hat was not working here. It's giving it a weird silhouette. So instead of a hat, I'll just give them a really interesting feather. Or not even a feather, just like a headpiece. Because do you ever look at some designs in stories where they're like, yeah, and this bird tribe wears a lot of feather garments? Do you ever feel like that wouldn't make a lot of sense? Because that's the equivalent of saying like, yeah, and this human tribe wears a lot of clothes made of human hair. It's like, well, that would never, we would never, because that's just so weird. So I'm just like, I think we're doing the same thing when we're like, these birds will wear these feathers. They certainly would not. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna design this head. Birds molt feathers naturally, but also our hair falls out naturally, right? So I don't think any of us are gathering our hair and being like, I'm gonna make a cute dress with my hair. That's actually maybe something that humans would not do, and thus I feel like birds would not do that with their feathers. They wear wigs, but we don't make tank tops woven out of human hair, nor do we make like dresses out of human hair, nor do we make hats woven from human hair. It's that feels, I think it's the reason we don't do that is because it's too close to us. It It would be like if we were like, yeah, I made this leather jacket out of human skin. It was dead skin. I didn't kill anyone for it, but it's like people would be like, that's kind of gross. Because I think in our minds, when our hair falls out or when our dead skin's shed, we see it as like, I don't want to say dirty, but we see it as like that's like a dead part of ourselves that we clean off and we scrub off, right? So it's probably the same for birds. Like when their feathers fall off and they molt, they're probably like, oh, thank goodness, I need to wash and get all this off of me. Yeah, it definitely triggers the uncanny valley feeling. That's a great way to phrase it, Whiskers. Yeah. But yeah, I would say wigs are a different territory. Wigs and extensions, those are like beautifications that are designed to look natural. So it would be like if if a bird person was like, I want longer bird hair, but my hair is really short right now, so they would get extensions, they would get wigs for it. But the difference there is that it's meant to look like a natural part of them, not like a ornament. Let's see here. I think what could be fun here is that I feel like it will make it look like some kind of flower thing. Or some kind of fern looking thing? Some kind of fern thing. Wait! Oh my goodness. Oh, the environment was writing itself. So you don't see it yet because I haven't drawn it in, but the decorations around this area are designed like trees. I was thinking, you know how in Art Deco we have a lot of swooping curves and a lot of swooping arches? As well as like, there's a lot of like straight lines and then it turns into curves. There's a lot of like circle patterns. I was thinking instead of an Art Deco style, currently is fashionable in this particular culture to have, I would say leading into Art Deco-esque, but it all kind of looks like tree branches. So that's kind of where they're drawing their inspiration from, is tree branches. So it would be like the lines divide into more lines, and that's kind of their current. That's what's popular right now. So they have all these fake white, almost like tree looking things, but a little less organic looking. So they're like these like fake white arching arches that are kind of like in that tree Art Deco style. That's gonna be the area around it. So I was thinking it could be fun if this piece was maybe shaped like a branch, but in a more Art Deco-y way, which I will figure out right now. I think what I gotta do is I need a lot of straight lines, right? I need some straight lines, some really straight lines, and then I need them to arc outwards. Not this looking a little bit like the Shenzuo Luofu after the tree turned stinky. I know. It needs to go here. I think there needs to be another, like, really close line. Right? Thinking of the Mara people. I'm sitting here being like, not this looking just like the Shenzuo. Hey, It looks beautiful. So, you know what? You know what? It makes sense. Ooh, I'm gonna make this big. I forgot. Did you roll for Locha? Whiskers? I need this to be way lower. And then this gotta be higher. It kind of works, I think. I'll just leave it for now. Wait, did I select a time for cuckoo? Oh. I did not! Okay, last 25 minutes. I'm going to switch to my other hand because I get to do that now. I did not! You're getting tempted. Whiskers, stay strong. Kafka so soon. I understand though, sometimes it's just like you just want to roll, right? Sometimes it's just like, oh, the temptation to roll. It doesn't matter who, you just want to roll. And then, what was the other part of the outfit? It was... They had a fancy feather top. Okay, go ahead and... Well, not feathers, because, you know, that'd be weird. So instead of feathers, I think what they do is they design these, like... lace? I want to say this is like... You know how, like, with embroidery, you can have, like, these really fancy lace designs, like that? I'm imagining something like this, but it's a little more like, it's like longer shaped, right? So it would be this thing if you folded it like a taco sandwich. And then they're just long. So there's these like fancy long taco sandwich lace things that are also more colorful than just white. I think that could work. I need to like write a post at some point to be like, these are not feathers. These bird people don't wear their own feathers. This already feels, I think, a little bit better than before. You think Locha's healing field is going to be key for Jingo? Probably. Whiskers, have you seen Jingo leaks? She looks amazing. Oh, Ouija! My eyes zoom in. A certain diviner we know? Oh shit! Oh, Star Rail's too fun. There's just too many cool possibilities. Man, Star Rail. I would love more content though. Oh, well, I mean, wait, we do have more content in this patch, just like a lot more character stories. I need to play through those. I need to play through those new character stories. Yeah, this is helping. It's helping. All right. Yeah, I want these to be more like robes. So in that case, this would be in the front. This is starting to look like a dance outfit. Trust that it's not the dance outfit. How do I... No, there's no way around it. This is just blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. This is just a different culture, so it's just gonna have to be like, if it looks like a dance outfit to us, I don't know what to say. It's not a dance outfit. Oh, he looks too small now. Oh, I know. I do this at the bottom here. That kinda helps a little bit. She looks good? Yeah, very nice whiskers. Yeah, Jingle looks amazing. I'm like, whoo, sheesh. I can't believe she's pullable. I'm glad Hoyo knows what the people want, which is evil ladies. I'm glad they're somehow able to sneak it past censorship. Amazing, truly. Okay. Wait, I think I'm done with a frame. Oh wait. Feels good to have one frame completed for once. And then I think I'm going to adjust this a little bit to be like making sure that this looks like okay. The thing works. Instead. Alright, then the next frame will just be kind of like alright, and I'm done. I'm waiting. They'll say something. Okay, I'm so glad. These next ones are gonna be so easy. This person's just gonna be like, are we done here? Yes! I'm going to have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 frames done today. Lovely. I'm gonna freaking finish 7 frames and then, I think I could even, later tonight, I'm gonna go back to this frame. These frames, I'm gonna see if I can knock these out. So that'll be like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 frames. Oh, please. I need to catch up. I'm a little bit behind this week. And then I can maybe get like a 14 frame, maybe. This frame's gonna scream. Yeah. We'll have something. I'm feeling good. Wow. We got stuff done today. We truly got some stuff done today. Oh, please. Please. Oh no, please get some good rest. I am actually going to end stream now because I'm getting a little hungry. I'm getting a little hungry and I got a frame done. Yay. Yeah, I think that's it for today for me. Well, I'm sorry, I'm looking at what you said. Whisker money does crazy things in this world. Whiskers! Be strong! Be strong, Whiskers! Be strong! Don't pull for Luocha. Don't pull for Luocha. It's interesting because I feel like Star Rail is being very generous with the characters having very interesting kits. I think Genshin, they were definitely drip feeding a little bit more. They were like, I think they want to make sure that they don't break the game. Whereas I feel like in Star Rail, there's so many types, and there's so many roles, and everyone's important. So I don't know. I guess they're just introducing a lot more interesting types of characters and a lot more supports units. So hang in there. Maybe a hot evil lady who heals will show up, and then Whiskers, you can pull for her. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Ouija. Sleep well, Ashy. Whiskers, I hope you get your hot healer lady soon. Yeah, I'm pulling for Luocha because he's Otto, reskinned as a nice dude. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to you more a little bit later, you guys. Next time I stream, hopefully these scenes that we were working on will be all nice and finished. Let's go. Also jot down that I did 1 frame today. I weep in happiness. And then I will do more. Yes. Okay. Alright then. I'm gonna end stream. I will admit I've been thrown for a slight bit of a loop because I'm so used to looking for someone to raid that now I'm just like, I'm just ending stream? I'm just ending stream, I guess. Alright, thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you for hanging in there even when I was be right backing to cook things. Wishing you all hot hunters, wishing you all evil hot ladies, thank you. Lorshi? Whoa, Ashy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, hey, take it easy, Ashy. You're doing so much. No pressure or anything. Just do it for your own enjoyment, I suppose.